Good morning, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another episode of Payoff Pitch's 1921 Cardinals replay, which we coincide with Bleacher Bums Gaming's 1921 Yankees replay, as he's playing the American League and I'm playing the National League. His focus is on Babe Ruth and the Yankees. My focus is on Rogers Hornsby and the Cardinals. Today is April 27, 1921. This is Game 9, and we are here at Sportsman's Park for the game between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Pirates did beat the Cardinals in the last game, and so the Cardinals will be looking to get a little revenge today. The Cardinals right now, as you can see, have a record of 6 wins and 2 losses, and I'm way ahead. The Cardinals actually in real life were 2-6 at that time, so I'm way ahead of the curve. Right now, since I played all the games with the Cardinals, and we are in first place in the National League. The Giants are 6-4, the Reds are 6-5, and the Boston Braves are 6-5 as well. So we are in first place in the National League as we continue our early stretch into the season. You take a look wrong page. We take a look at the quick results charts. The Cardinals did not play on the 26th, so I immediately did them. As you see, Brooklyn beat the Giants, Cincinnati beat the Cubs, and the Philadelphia Phillies beat the Braves. So that is the schedule. That was the early schedule from April 13th to the 27th. Today on the mound, it's going to be Earl Hamilton versus Jakie May, and this is done non-broadcast style, as we do not go all out into the game. We just want to play it. And Sportsman's Park, of course, is more of a kind of a hitter's park. 1-64 right-handed batter, left-handed batter is 1-58. And since we are doing a Rogers Hornsby replay, so far he is not off to his best start. And this is from yesterday. This is from the game from against the Cardinals here. Hornsby has a 205 average after 8 games, 7 for 34. He's got 2 doubles, a triple. He's got 3 walks. His on-base percentage is .294. He has no home runs yet. So, although the Cardinals are ahead of the curve, Rogers Hornsby certainly is not. So we're going to get into this game right now. Let's take the starting pitcher for St. Louis is going to be Jakie May. He had 1 win, 3 losses, 4.71 ERA in 1921. He only started 5 games, and I believe this is the second game he starts, or the third. We are using the 25-man rosters complete for both teams. Thank you, Out of the Park Baseball and Action PC Baseball, for the rosters, so we know we're playing the players that were actually in that game. So let's get going here. Top of the first, Pirates and Cardinals, and of course it's non-presentation style, so we just get right into the game. Leading off for Pittsburgh is going to be left fielder Carson Bigby. He gets the start here, and we get this game underway. And we start with a patient 53, and that is going to be against a left-handed batter, Carson Bigby. Patient 53 is going to be a base hit, so Bigby starts with a single. And he'll go to first. His steal rating is a 4D, 7 on the board, will not run. Next up for Pittsburgh is center fielder Max Carey. And that is going to be a patient 27, and that's a walk. So already Jakie May gives up a quick base hit and a quick walk. And already the Pirates have runners going. Runners at first and second. They were a good team. They were also a grade A team as well. Next batter is shortstop Rabbit Moranville. And that is going to be another patient 66. And that is a ground ball to second base. Moranville's double play rating is a 6, a 10 on the board, and Jakie May's a 7. So Bigby is actually going to go to third, and Carey is out, and Moranville will be at first base. I'm going to turn the extra light on here, even though I got light from the outside. But Carey is out, and that is a fielder's choice. But runners at first and third, and 1 out. Next batter is second baseman George Cutshaw. 1 man out. Pitch coming. And that's going to be another patient 52. And Cutshaw is going to get himself a single. And that is a base hit. And it is a soft blooper into right field. The runner on first advances 2 bases. So Moranville will go to third on the play. It does score Carson Bigby, so Jakie May comes in to start the game, and already the Pirates jump out to a 1-0 lead on the Cardinals. Another base hit. Still runners at first and third with one out. Next batter for the Pirates is right fielder Possum Whitted. Good fielder, actually. Very good fielder in 1921. Infield is going to be called, they're going to say, with Whitted with a double play rating of 5, they're going to call infield N. And that is going to be an in-play 54, and that is a ground ball to third. That is a ground ball to third, infield in on a 9, and that's not what you want to roll. That is a ball that sneaks past the draw in an infield. The batter is safe. Moranville does score, and it is now 2-0 on an infield in play as Whitted gets it past the infielders that were playing in there. Oh, that stinks. Cutshaw does advance to second, and still 1 out as another run comes in. And already 2-0 Pirates. Next up is third baseman Cotton Tierney. Still 1 out. Jakie May already not off to a good start. And that is going to be another patient. He can't get off. You just can't get off the patience. And that is a base on balls. That's a 10. That's a walk. So Jakie May loads the bases. And that will bring up Charlie Grimm. Grimm did major damage for the Pirates in the last game against the Cardinals. Charlie Grimm's double play rating's a 7-7. They're going to call for try to get the double play and try to get out of this inning. So infield is back. Let's see what is rolled. And that's going to be a tough 93, and that is a fly ball to right. And that is going to be caught by McHenry. He makes the catch. That's the second out. Cutshaw's run rating is a 5. He does not run very well at all. He will stay where he's at. As on a tough, which was not hit very well, he stays. 2 outs. And now coming up will be the catcher for the Pirates, Walter Schmidt. 2 outs, base is still loaded. Can Jakie May get out of the inning with only giving up a couple of runs? That's a patient again. 0-6. Nope. He walks in a run. Oh, boy. So the merry-go-round turns. George Cutshaw, he comes in to score. And just like that, the Pirates are up 3-0, and we still have bases loaded as Jakie May just cannot get off the patience, the patient batters. And that will bring up the pitcher for Pittsburgh today, and that is Earl Hamilton. And still 2 outs here in the top of the first. Pitch on the way. Another patient. 76, though. That's going to end the inning. That is a fly ball to center field. And that's going to be picked up by Cliff Heathcote. And that will end the inning. The Pirates send all 9 batters. 3 runs. 1, 2, 3 on 3 hits and 3 walks. And the Pirates already jump out to a 3-0 lead. Timeout. A great start for Pittsburgh. Not a great start for us, though, for the Cardinals. Pitching today for the Pittsburgh Pirates will be Earl Hamilton. 13 wins, 15 losses, a 3.36 ERA. He comes in, doesn't strike out much, mostly in plays on his card. 2.5 strikeouts, about 2.5 walks, and less than a homer per 9 innings for Pittsburgh here at as the fans here at Sportsman's Park got a little bit upset with that inning. So let's see if the Cardinals can get a couple of runs back. Leading off for St. Louis is left fielder Les Mann. We'll see if we can get some runs back here. And we start with a 9. That is an in-play 81. That's a fly out to left. Actually, a fly out to center. Next batter is center fielder Cliff Heathcote. And that is going to be a tough 36. And that's going to be a single for Heathcote. I will get this phone here in a moment. Hello? More garbage as usual. I don't love those robocalls. And my focus has completely gone out here, which is not good. Even I can't see it. Focus is just terrible suddenly. Give me a moment here, people. I try to get my focus back. That's better, much better. Autofocus. All right. One thing unfortunately about YouTube Studio, when you go ahead and stream, focus really does kind of stink. It really does. I wish I had better control over the camera for focusing, or if there is a way to do it, nobody's told me yet. Steeler fan 1933. Good morning, welcome, or good afternoon now. Welcome to Sportsman's Park for today's game between the Pirates and the Cardinals. I'm underway. I'm in the bottom of the first. The Pirates are already up 3-0 in this 1921 game here. I put Cliff Heathcote on first. Why did I do that? Oh, that was a base hit. Okay, so Heathcote's on at first with a base hit as the phone kind of messed me up there. So he's on base. So I welcome you here, Steeler fan. Welcome to the ballpark. Here's Milt Stock. He's playing third base for the Cardinals tonight. As you know, this is non-broadcast style. Just play the game. As me and Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming are co-opting the 1921 season from Payoff pitch. That's going to be an in-play 0-2, and that is going to be a double for Milt Stock as the Cardinals try to get something. That's a drive down the line to right field, and that will score Heathcote. And Stock will go to second on a double, so that's a good way for the Cardinals to get some of it back. That's a nice run there. And the Pirates scored 3 on the top of the first, and the Cardinals get 1 on the bottom of the first. It's now 3-1. Milt Stock on at second, and there's only 1 out. And that will bring up the real reason why I'm doing the St. Louis Cardinals. Rogers Hornsby with a killer card, and yet he has not done anything yet in this replay. As I said, Rogers Hornsby is only batting .205, an on-base percentage of .294, so he is having a very rough start. Even though the Cardinals are ahead of the pack. They're 6-2. They're really right now at 2-6 after 8 games in 1921. So let's see if Rogers Hornsby can get something going on here. Let's see what we got. That is going to be a tough 20, and that is going to be a double for Rogers Hornsby. We got 2 lefties on the board today, May and Hamilton, and Hornsby is going to smack a double. That's going to score Stock easily. Don't have to draw a card. We already know. And Hornsby gets a good hit, which he needs. And that will score Stock, something that Hornsby needs to pad his stats, which he needs a lot of padding. And just like that, it is now 3-2. Next up for Cardinals will be first baseman Jack Fournier. Hornsby on at second. Still morning here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. You're in Houston, so you're an hour or 2 away from me. Here is the pitch to Fournier. That is going to be a defense check 28. Oh, let's see here. An error check to left field. Bigby's error rating is a 5, and he just makes the play. A 1-27 on Sportsman's Park, and a 28 is rolled, and that is going to be caught by Bigby, whose error rating is a 5 out there. So he makes the catch. Let's see what kind of an out it is, and that is going to be a short fly. So Hornsby will have to stay at second with 2 outs. Fly out to left as Bigby got to the play, and now that will bring up Austin McHenry. He is playing right field today. Al Red Sox fan, good morning, sir, or good afternoon. Good to see you, my good man. Playing a little 1921 baseball since Anthony did his Game 9 of his Yankees. I'm doing Game 9 of the Cardinals. Rogers Hornsby on at second, 3-2, bottom of the first. We're still pretty much into it. Remember, non-broadcast style. This is going to be an in-play 0-2, and that is going to be a double for Austin McHenry. Oh, my, the Cardinals come right back with some hits of their own. That will score Hornsby. McHenry goes to second. And can you believe it? The Pirates score 3 in the top of the first, and the Cardinals score 3 in the bottom of the first. Something tells me we're going to have a very wacky game today, I think, here in 1921 in Sportsman's Park. McHenry is on at second base. Next batter will be the shortstop, Doc Lavin for St. Louis. Pitch from Hamilton. And that is an in-play 85. It's a ground ball to short. And McHenry's run rating is an 8. And it doesn't matter, though. The throw goes to first, and that actually is the end of the inning on the grounder to short, and the inning is over. Cardinals get 3 runs themselves on 4 hits. In the bottom of the first, we are tied at 3 after 1 inning. If you guys remember that crazy game I had last night in the 1994 replay between the Twins, between the White Sox and the Twins, and if anybody watches this game wants to know a little bit about that, please make sure you catch it. That was a heck of a game last night between those two in a very important matchup. More for the Twins and the White Sox. Top of the second inning, tied at 3 between the Pirates and the Cardinals. And the Pirates actually sent all 9 batters up. So Carson Bigby will come up to bat again here on the top of the second. And that is going to be an in-play 37, and that's a pop-out to second base, 1 down. And now we will see Max Carey. He walked his last time up. And that is going to be a 10 patient 18, and that is a walk. Carey will go to first. Second time he's been walked today. Get these cards here so you can see them. Here's Rabbit Moranville. He got into a fielder's choice last time up. He's 0 for 1. Carey steal rating 4+B. It was not high enough, so he will not steal. And that is going to be a patient 53. That's a base hit for Rabbit Moranville. That is a single, a long single into the gap to center field. Carey will go to second and will stay there. As Jakie May is just not doing the job with the patience. He is getting killed in that category. Still 1 out, runners at first and second. Now we have George Cutshaw. He singled his last time up. Wonder if Jakie May is going to be on a short leash, but hoping he'll settle down here. And that is a 9. That's an in-play 31 base hit for George Cutshaw. That is a single. Line drive into center field. The runner on second will score. Moranville will advance to third. Cutshaw stays at first. And just like that, the Pirates get another run here on the top of the second. It's 4-3 Pittsburgh. Base hit for Cutshaw. The batter will be possum-witted, as Jakie May definitely doesn't look like he has it today. He's throwing nothing but patience, and they're all taking advantage. Remember, this 1921 Pittsburgh team was also A-rated. They were second place in the National League in 1921. The only team that was ahead of them was the Giants that year. And remember, in my 1921 replay, the top 2 teams in the league will play each other in a championship series of best of 5. As I'm actually adding a playoff round. I was going to do top 3. I decided top 2 would be better, just to make it a little bit easier, and wouldn't make my playoffs last so long. Because remember, whoever wins the National League will play whoever wins the American League in Anthony's 1921 replay as we co-opt this. Runners at first and third, 1 out. Here's Possum-Witted. Possum-Witted's double play rating is a 5. They're going to call the infield in, because a chance on a double play is not pretty good. They need to keep runners coming out. So Rabbit Moranville on at third. Cutshaw steal rating of 4C. He will not run. So infield is in. The last time they did that, the ball squeaked through the infield. That's going to be that is going to be an in-play 14. That won't matter. That's going to be a single. As Possum-Witted goes ahead and smacks a base hit. And that will score Rabbit Moranville easily. It's a sharp liner to center field. Cutshaw goes to second. Witted on at first. And just like that, now it's 5-3. As this Pirates team can definitely bang out the runs, it looks like here. 3 straight base hits given up by Jakie May, now 5-3. If Make goes ahead, if one more hit comes in, Jakie May will be fatigued. He won't even make it through the second inning. Bullpen is warming up already for St. Louis. And still only 1 out. And the batter for the Pirates is Cotton Tierney. He walked his last time up. So we get here. That is going to be an in-play 76. That's a fly out to center. Runners will hold, and that's the second out. And now Charlie Grimm comes up for Pittsburgh, who pretty much decimated the Cardinals yesterday in the last game they played, Game 8. Pittsburgh comes into this game 5 wins and 6 losses. The Cardinals are 6-2. Pitch to Grimm, and that is going to be an in-play 66, and it's a ground ball to short. That's going to be picked up, thrown to second base for the out, and that will do it there. The Pirates pick up a couple of runs on 3 hits, and already it's Pirates 5, Cardinals 3. And we'll see now if the Cardinals can maybe get a couple of runs back. They, of course, have the lineup that can do it. Leading off for St. Louis in the bottom of the second will be the catcher, Vern Clemens. We may see a pinch hitter already for Jakie May as he's due to bat second, because it doesn't look like he has it. But do you really want to go to the bullpen right now in only the second inning, even though he's been kind of ineffective? We'll see. Here's the pitch to Clemens. Clemens, that is going to be an in-play 17. Clemens is going to have himself a single. He gets a base hit, holds it first. Going to be lots of hits in this game. Earl Hamilton had a 3.36 ERA for the Pirates, and May was 4.71. Clemens' steal rating is an F. He will not run. The batter is Jakie May. Jakie May actually could hit, so he can't hit. He batted 333. So Jakie May is going to bat. The Cardinals are going to give him a shot to say, hey, look, maybe you can get us just. We really don't want to go to the bullpen just yet. We really don't. So Vern Clemens on at first. They could try his bunt rating, sacrifice a 2.5. It's not there. So he's going to go ahead and swing away. And Clemens really, and no chance of it. And although Jakie May was hard to strike out, but they're not going to do a hit and run since I didn't get under the steal rating. So here's the pitch. That's going to be an in-play 48. And that is going to be a ground ball to first. Hamilton's a 10 will avoid the double play, actually. So Clemens is going to be thrown out at second. And May will actually be safe at first. So it is a fielder's choice. And 1 out. Top of the batting order for the Cardinals. Here's Les Mann. Mann flew out his last time up. Pitch on the way. That's going to be an in-play 92. Ground ball to short. Let's see what happens here. Les Mann's double play rating's a 6. Hamilton's a 6 at 8 on the board. May is going to get thrown out at second base. Mann will be safe at first as he beats the relay, and there are now 2 outs. Another fielder's choice. And that will bring up Cliff Heathcote. Heathcote singled his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Good to see everybody here. Al Red Sox fan, of course. It's good to see you as always. King of the Hill. I did catch your Cincinnati Reds Red Sox game on One and Done. Check out his channel. For Al Red Sox fan has everything on his channel. He does baseball. He does football. He does boxing. He just does it all. That's why I call him the King of the Hill. Pitch to Heathcote. That is going to be a patient 80, and that's a fly ball to center field. That's going to end the inning. And that does a kind of a quiet inning for the Cardinals. No runs and a hit. And at the end of 2, it is Pirates 5, Cardinals 3. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. Jakie May could be his last inning, depending on what happens here, because he's one away from getting fatigued, but they want him to see if they can get him through another inning as possible without burning out the bullpen. Remember, in the 1920s, the bullpens, all right, were a lot smaller. Were a lot smaller. They usually had 1920s baseball, there usually were about 15 batters on the bench and only 10 in the bullpen. And of course, four or five players were starters. But that being said, however, a lot of starting pitchers did come in relief often during that time. So baseball, much different game. Even though the dead ball era here in 1921 was ending, baseball was still pretty much still in its infancy in the 1920s. At least modern baseball, if you don't include the old National Association starting in 1876. Here's Walter Schmidt for Pittsburgh. He walked his last time up. May throws him a pitch. That's going to be an in-play 85. That's a ground out to short. 1 out. And now we'll see Earl Hamilton, the pitcher. He flew out his last time up. And that is going to be a tough 99. That's a fly out to right. 2nd out. And now Carson Bigby for Pittsburgh. He's 1 for 2. Can Jakie May have a good inning? He needs one. And that is another patient 61. He will have a good inning there. That's a fly ball to left. And that inning is over. A 1-2-3 inning for May, which he absolutely needed. And we will go to the bottom half of inning number 3. Still 5-3 Pirates. Leading off for St. Louis will be Milt Stock, and he doubled his last time up. Bottom of the 3rd. Pitch coming. And that is going to be a ballpark 23. That is a definite wheelhouse, and it's going to be a wheelhouse. A wheelhouse 58 will not be good enough. That's going to be grounded to 3rd. A nice pickup by Tierney. He will throw to 1st for the out. 1 man down. And now we'll see Rogers Hornsby. He doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 1, which he needs to have. He really needs to pick it up. He really does. Batting 202 after 8 games here for a card that batted for a player that batted 398 against lefties and 397 against righties. As pretty much as Anthony took Babe Ruth in the Yankees, he took the best home run hitter in the game. I pretty much took the best overall hitter in the game in 1921 for this replay. Pitch coming to Hornsby. That's going to be a patient 90, and patient 90, he's hit by the pitch. Hornsby gets plunked, and he'll go to 1st on an HBP. And we'll now bring up Jack Fournier. Hornsby still rating 4D, will not run. And we'll see what Fournier does here. And that is going to be a tough 97. That is a fly ball to right for out number 2. And now Austin McHenry. He's actually been the real star for the Cardinals so far, actually. He doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 1. 2 outs. Let's see if we can get a hit. That's going to be an in-play 71. Not going to cut it. Grounded to second base. Throws to shortstop covering. And the Cardinals are kept quiet on a ground out, and the inning is over. So no runs and no hits. 3 in the book. Still 5-3 Pirates. Timeout. Top of the 4th inning, 5-3 Pittsburgh. Jakie May will pitch again. Hopefully he can have another good inning. And leading off for the Bucs is going to be Max Carey. Carey has walked twice. So he's done pretty well. See what we get out of here. That's going to be another patient 41, and he's going to walk for the 3rd time. Max Carey, 1-72 against left-handed pitchers walking. So that is the 3rd time he has been walked. Unbelievable. Jakie May just can't keep Carey off of first base. And now we'll see Rabbit Moranville. He is 1 for 2 with a single and a fielder's choice. Carey, a steal rating of 4+B, will not run. Didn't make the steal. And this is going to be another patient 93. That is going to be a fly ball to left. And we got one out. Carey will hold. He also will not steal on that roll as well. And we will see George Cutshaw. Cutshaw is 2 for 2, 2 singles. Little 1921 baseball here. And that is going to be an in-play 69 ground ball to second base. Cutshaw's double play rating is a 6. May's a 7-5 on the board. They will turn 2. Second base to shortstop to first. Inning over. A 4-6-3. And the fans here in Pittsburgh trying to get excited about that. And nothing for the Pirates, as Jakie May looks like he's calmed down a little bit since the first 2 innings of the game. Bottom of the 4th coming up, still 5-3 for the Pirates. Here's Doc Lavin batting for St. Louis. Grounded to short his last time up. And we have an in-play 92. That's a fly ball to left for out number 1. Here's Vern Clemens for the Cardinals. He singled his last time up. And that's going to be an in-play 35. And that is a pop-up right to shortstop for out number 2. Looks like both pitchers pretty much really have settled down. And here's Jakie May. They're going to go ahead and let him bat. Ground into a fielder's choice last time. And that's going to be a tough 41. And that's a pop out to third. And a 1-2-3 inning for Earl Hamilton for Pittsburgh. And nothing across for the Cardinals are all at all 4 in the books. Still 5-3 Bucs. Top of the 5th coming up. Like to remind you, of course, tonight, 1994 Payoff pitch pennant race. Huge game tonight. The Braves take on the Astros at the Astrodome. Huge game. Big game in the National League, as the Atlanta Braves are still 2 games behind the Expos, and the Astros now only 3 ahead of the Reds. So a big game tonight in the Astrodome for the 1994 pennant race. Should be looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun to play. So Jakie May comes out here in the top of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Pittsburgh Pirates will be Possum Witted. He's 2 for 2 as well. He's singled twice. Pitch from May. That's going to be a tough 0-3. Struck him out. Big strikeout for May, and there's 1 down. Next up is Cotton Kearney. Tierney walked and flew out, so he's 0 for 1. Play from May. That is going to be an in-play 64. That's a fly ball to right. And that is out number 2. And that will bring up Charlie Grimm. Grimm has been kept quiet since the last game. In the last game for Grimm, Grimm actually was 2 for 4 with 2 home runs for the Pirates as they beat the Cardinals 7-4. But Grimm so far, he is 0 for 2 tonight. Or today, I should say, because, well, they didn't have lights on at that time. All games are played in the daytime. That is going to be a patient 76 to Grimm, and that's a fly out to center. And Jakie May has definitely calmed down since the 1st and 2nd inning. And he's allowed no runs and no hits over the last 3. So we'll see how long it can go, if he can get at least to his inning of fatigue. But the Pirates are set down in order. We go to the bottom of the 5th, still 5-3 Pittsburgh. And here's Les Mann. Mann is 0 for 2. And, of course, Hamilton's the pitcher. That is going to be a tough 10 strikeout. Les Mann will go back to the bench. After being called out on strikes, he didn't move the bat. He was called out. That is out number 1. And now we see Cliff Heathcote. Heathcote 1 for 2. Pitch coming. That is an in-play 54. Ground ball to third. That's going to be an easy play for Tierney. Throws to first for the out. 2 down. And now Milt Stock comes up for the Cards. He doubled in the first and grounded out. He is 1 for 2. Pitch on the way. That is going to be a patient 69, and that's a ground ball to second base. That's going to be picked up by Cutshaw. He throws to first for the final out. And this side is retired. Nothing there for St. Louis. Ever since the first inning and the first and second innings, these pitchers have definitely settled down, and they're now pitching like we hoped they would. At the end of 5, it is still 5-3 Pirates. We go to the top of the 6th. Bottom of the order coming up for the Pirates. Here's Walter Schmidt. He's 0 for 1, a ground out and a walk. Those of you who are wondering for watching this game for the first time, this is Payoff Pitch Baseball, a creation of Joe Bryan and Sideline Strategy Games. In my opinion, I still think, the best game there is, the best game that there is. Flows very well, plays very quickly, and if you use the fact cards like we have here, hardly any charts to be used at all. Here is the pitch from May. That is going to be a defense check. Defense 67. That's an error check to the shortstop. Doc Levin's error rating is a 2, 67 on the board. He will make the play. You get it? He throws to first for the out, 1 down. Nice play by Doc Lavin. And that just goes as a ground out. And that does bring up the pitcher, Earl Hamilton. A lot of people ask me when I go ahead and post tell you what, let's get in the inning, then I'll talk about something I want to say here. That's going to be another defense check, 24. Now that could be trouble. And that is an error check to third base. That ball is hit to Stock. His error rating is a 1, not a chance. Earl Hamilton's going to wind up at first easily. And that is going to be a 1-base error on an infield, as there is no way that Fournier is going to get to that one. That is an error. So that is an E3, allows an 11, an error to Earl Hamilton, that to the pitcher. That's just bad. So an E goes to the Cardinals. That's their first error of the game. Runner on first. And the batter now would be Carson Bigby. Earl Hamilton, of course, not stealing. His steal rating is a 3D. 1 out. Jakie May gives Jack Fournier a bit of a glare. Said, come on, man. You allowed an error to allow the pitcher to reach? Come on. Here's the pitch to Bigby. Let's see if Bigby takes advantage of it. That's going to be another defense, but a defense 80 might be all right. Error check to first base. Again, Fournier gets called for it. Error 1, but this time he will make the play. And that is a ground ball plus advance, which means Hamilton does get to second, as a play was made by Fournier, and Jakie May had to come over to first base and get the out. So that is going to be the second out. As Hamilton goes to second, so that goes as a G3-1. It's a G3 actually. And that is out number 2, and Hamilton on at second base. And Fournier apologizes to May, said, I'm sorry about that. I said, but at least I made that play. I said, yeah. May says, thank you very much. I'm glad at least you made that one. And they're not out of the woods yet. Here's Max Carey for the Pirates, and he has walked all 3 times. No official at bat. Does he reach base for the 4th consecutive time? And that is an in-play 36. The answer is no. That's a pop-up, too short, and that's going to be called for by Doc Lavin. And he makes the catch and ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, but there was an error. But the Cardinals do not get damaged by it, and it is still 5-3 Pittsburgh. As I was mentioning, a lot of people always ask me every time I seem to post a season that I did in Payoff Pitch, Favorites Group, and of course Tabletop Baseball Plus. I always got people asking me, how accurate is the game? I actually have a cut and paste response for that. This game is as accurate as any other cards and dice baseball game there is. Is there such a thing as the most accurate game? Of course not. Okay. If you want a game to play exactly the same exact way that the players actually played, why even play it? So we're going to go ahead and you're going to play Earl Hamilton, which means you know he's going to finish 13-5 with a 3.36 ERA. If they play exactly the way they played, the teams are going to finish exactly the same way they did that year. Why even play? The game is as accurate as any other game, whether it's Stratomatic, APA, Payoff Pitch, Inside Pitch, National Pastime. Okay, the game plays as accurate as any other baseball game. Pine Tar. All right, it's just, really, I just tell people, look, if you want a game that plays exactly the same way, that game doesn't exist. Okay, and you wouldn't want to. Yeah, you don't want a batter that batted 194 to hit 342. Okay, which is probably not going to happen if you're doing a full replay and keeping stats. Okay, one of the reasons why I have issues with PC games right now with Out of the Park or Action PC, I sometimes think the AI gets gamey, and the quick play results that they do, I really think can be a little bit wacky sometimes. So if anybody asks me how accurate the game is, just tell them it's as accurate as any other game that's out there. You're going to get statistical accuracy. The players are going to play like they're supposed to, and that's what you want. Okay, you don't want a player to absolutely hit. If he hits 61 home runs, you don't want that guy to hit absolutely 61 home runs. He might hit 57, 56, might hit a few more. That's fine. The law of averages will work it out. Okay, when it comes to statistical accuracy, to me, Payoff Pitch is as accurate as anybody else, and that's all I tell them. Okay, rant over. Back to baseball. Bottom of the sixth inning. Pirates still lead 5-3. Earl Hamilton will still be pitching for the Pirates. And here's Rogers Hornsby. And the case in point, Rogers Hornsby batted almost 400 in 1921. His average right now is about 200. Is that accurate? Perhaps, but he maybe just got off to a slow start. The law of averages, I guarantee you, Hornsby is going to be up there sooner or later. And if he's not, you know what? That's okay too, because that means that a player you're counting on for that season might not have his better year. That's okay. That's what makes it fun, especially when you're playing cards and dice. You let the dice do the rolling. You don't have to worry about some gamey AI deciding what happens. Here's the pitch to Hornsby. Hornsby is actually good. He's 1 for 1 today with a hit by pitch and a double. Rant over. That's going to be an in-play 0-1, and that is going to be a double for Rogers Hornsby. There you go. So Hornsby is going to be 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. A nice leadoff double for him. Gets the Cardinals off to a good start. He will hold at second base, and the batter will be Jack Fournier. Fournier wants to make up a little bit for the error, although it didn't cost the Cardinals anything. Hornsby on at second, pitch to Fournier. And that's going to be an in-play 97. That's a fly ball to right, and that's 1 out. Hornsby's run rating's a 7. He will not run. He will not try to advance, and why would you? You're down. Why would you? You're actually down by 2 runs, so you need to get batters up there. Here's Austin McHenry. Henry also doubled today. He's 1 for 2. Pitch from Hamilton, and that's going to be an in-play 69, and that's a fly ball to right again. Hornsby will hold for out number 2. As with a run rating of 7, you don't have to take for third base because with 2 outs now, a single will score you. And now coming up is Doc Lavin. Lavin's 0 for 2, so maybe he's due for a good hit here. Pitch on the way, and that is going to be a patient 28, and that is going to be a triple for Doc Lavin. He smacks a triple all the way into right center field here at Sportsman's Park. What a time for that to come in. That is great. That will score Hornsby easily, of course. Lavin goes to third, and it is now 5-4 as Doc Lavin comes through with a big triple. And the fans here at Sportsman's Park, early days, I think maybe maybe 10,000 were here at this game. I'm not sure. Maybe 10,000. Didn't have those humongous crowds, I guess. I forget how many Sportsman's Park held in the 1921. They still held quite a bit, though. It was still a pretty large baseball stadium. Doc Lavin on at third on a big RBI triple. Now 5-4. Now a chance for Vern Clemens. And right now, in a perfect world, if you can have Clemens get on, Jakie May is the next batter, and his fatigue rating is the next one for the inning. So you can pinch hit for him if you wish. Lavin on at third, 2 outs. Pittsburgh keeping the infield back normal. That's going to be an in-play 20, and that's exactly what they're going to get. An in-play 20. Vern Clemens is going to get himself his own double off of Earl Hamilton. Clemens will go to second. Doc Lavin will score, and we have a tie game as the Cardinals come right back and tie this game up. A big triple, an RBI triple, and now an RBI double. And the Cardinals are in business. We are tied at 5, and the fans at Sportsman's Park enjoying it. And that, of course, is going to be it for Jakie May. I will remove his card as we're going to have a pinch hitter for him. So he is done against Earl Hamilton. Let's see who they bring up. Hamilton is a lefty. And they're going to bring in Hal Janvrin. And Hal Janvrin actually is a good choice because even if I could have Earl Hamilton come out for the Cardinals. It's 5-5. His fatigue rating, though, is not until the 8th. They like to see if we can get him going a little bit. But here's Hal Janvrin. He batted .300 against the lefties in 1921. He only played a number of games, though. So remember, this is still early in the season. And again, I'd like to say these players were on the 25-man roster when these games were played. So Clemens on at second. Hal Janvrin coming in to pinch hit. Let's see if he can get the Cardinals ahead. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a patient 17. That's a walk. A base on balls. Runners at first and second now for Les Mann. As Earl Hamilton now in his own deep trouble here. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. If Hamilton does give up another run, he will be taken out. So St. Louis ties this game up, and it looked like the Pirates might run away with it. But let's see if Les Mann can do it. He's 0 for 3, so is he due? Let's see. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be a defense check. 95, though, will be all right. That's an error check to second base. The ball was hit to Cutshaw. His error rating is a 3, 1-39, 95 on the board. He will make the play easily. He'll throw to first for the out, and that will end the inning on a G4. The Cardinals, however, come away with 2 runs on 3 hits. On 3 hits and a walk. And we got a tie game here going into the 7th. Pirates 5, Cardinals 5, timeout. Rabbit Moranville is due to bat first for the Pirates, and let's see who the Cardinals want to bring him to come in here to get a relief. And they are going to bring in, he started more games than he was relieved, but got to be careful not to overuse him there. They're going to bring in Marv Goodwin to come in relief. 1 win, 2 losses, 3.72 ERA. Not the first time I've used Goodwin throughout the replay so far. So we go to the top of the 7th. So Goodwin will pitch to Rabbit Moranville to start the top of the 7th. Remember, we'll still have a 10-minute ticker which with only a few games to do, it actually becomes almost like a 2-minute ticker. Marv Goodwin now pitching for the Cardinals against Moranville. And, oh, actually, another timeout is needed because I got to replace the deck. Timeout again as the umpire wants a new baseball. And the ball boy has to go get him a new baseball. Okay, here we go. He has a new baseball. Salvador America, welcome to Sportsman's Park. We're on the top of the 7th inning, tied at 5 between the Pirates and the Cardinals in 1921. As you know, BBG does the American League. I'm doing the National League. He does the Yankees. I do the Cardinals. Here's the pitch from Goodwin. That's going to be a defense 24. Hard way to start. That's going to be an error check to left field. And that is Les Mann. His error rating is a 3. And with a 24 on the board, that's going to be an error. That's going to be the second error on the Cardinals. Let's see what kind of error it is. That's left field. And that is going to be a single. That's going to be a single +1. So it means Moranville is going to wind up on second base. An error. And so a 1B and an E. Les Mann an E7. So he gets a single and an error. That's the second error on the Cardinals today. And it puts the go-ahead run at second base, and Marv Goodwin says, thanks a lot to that. Yeah, wild ending of that White Sox-Twins game last night. Who knows what tonight's game will be when we have the Braves and the Astros. Tonight's game should be just as exciting, I think, as we go through and get deeper and deeper into that pennant race. Moranville on at second base. Marv Goodwin gives that up a base hit and then an error. Here's George Cutshaw. Nobody out. See what Goodwin can do here. That's going to be a tough 62. Tough 62, and that is going to be a fly ball to right. And that is going to be out number 1. 8 on the board. Moranville will stay at second base. He will hold. Since the run rating was a 7 and an 8 on the board, I'm not going to think about him run. Here's Possum Whitted. Whitted is 2 for 3, 2 singles and a K. Marv Goodwin sets some deals. And that is going to be an in-play 10. And that is going to be a single for Possum Whitted. That is a base hit. Let's see what kind it is. It's a sharp liner into center field. Moranville will score. So the error does hurt the Cardinals in this game. And that will now be 6-5 Pittsburgh. On an RBI base hit by Whitted, that's his 3rd hit of the game, actually. And the run scores. It is an unearned run, though, to Marv Goodwin, as the error was in the outfield. Steal rating 3F for Whitted. He will not run. Here's Cotton Tierney. Tierney is 0 for 2 with a walk. Pitch from Goodwin. That's going to be a patient 22, base on balls. Runners at first and second. And still 1 out. Goodwin's is a long reliever, so he can pitch innings 7, 8, and 9 and give up 3 runs before fatigue. Here's Charlie Grimm with 1 out, a chance for the Pirates to really do some damage here against the Cardinals. Marv Goodwin settling down, hopefully. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be an in-play 83. That is a ground ball to second base. Grimm's double play rating is a 7. Goodwin's is an 11 on the board. Doesn't matter. The runners will advance a base, as the only play they have is to get Grimm at first. So runners at second and third, but now 2 outs. And that goes as a fielder's choice, but runner's advancement. And the batter now will be Walter Schmidt for Pittsburgh against Goodwin. And you could go ahead and walk him and bring up the pitcher. But the thing is, Earl Hamilton is already, his next inning would be his fatigue inning. And the question is, if you're Pittsburgh, who do you have to bring to pinch hit in case you do that? If you're the Pirates, so they're going to pitch to him. and see what happens. So runners at second and third. And no, actually, they're not going to. They're going to go ahead and put them on base. They'll go ahead and load the bases, and they'll bring in a pinch hitter. So that's going to be it for Earl Hamilton. He is done. I got to go to the deck here to see who is up to bat. Two outs. They're going to go ahead and bring in, let's see, got right-hander on the mound. So right-hander on the mound. Who do you bring in here? And they're going to bring in Johnny Mocan to pinch hit. That is going to be it for Hamilton. He pitched actually very well. Mostly as well. Mostly, he don't give up the 5 runs, but one of them. So who's on the bench and who's in the bullpen? Well, Johnny Mocan's going to go ahead and bat for Pittsburgh here with the bases loaded. 2 outs against Marv Goodwin. And we might see another pitcher, I think, for the Cardinals. They're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to let them take Goodwin out because Mocan actually bats worse against the lefties. Let me just see who's available if I have one. Yes, we do. So Marv Goodwin's going to come out for the Cardinals, and coming in for them will be Bill Sherdell. He's a left-handed pitcher, 9.18, 3.18 ERA, as we're going to play a little bit of – we're going to do a little bit of modern-day baseball when you replace a pitcher for, only after a couple of innings. So, or even a couple of bats. So Scherdel's going to pay. He's also a long reliever. So it'll be 7, 8, 9 to him. So Johnny Mocan will bat against him. He only bats .222 against lefties. So we're going to play a little chess match against ourselves. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the 7, 6-5. Let's see if Bill Sherdel can get it done. And that's going to be a wheelhouse 32 base hit for Johnny Mocan. Oh, wow. A base hit for Mocan. That is a single. Whitted will score. Cotton Tierney will score. Schmidt will go to second and hold. His run rating is a 5, so he holds at second. Mocan on at first. Johnny Mocan comes off the bench at 32, all right, which is right on that line, and he gets a big RB, 2 RBI single. And the Pirates now jump out. It's now 8-5. Oh, wow. Johnny Mocan, as Sherdel threw a ball just not well placed. Mocan just barely got it. Scherdel's wild pitch rating is a 30, so it didn't matter in this case. That is a big RBI for Mocan. Couple of RBIs there, so let's go ahead and get it in there, as that scored Whitted and it scored Tierney. And still with 2 outs, now 8-5 Pirates. Oh boy, Bill Sherdel just didn't threw a 2. It was possibly really the worst roll he could have done, except by giving up a walk. Top of the order for the Pirates. Here's Carson Bigby. Remember, this Pirates team was good. They were second. They finished second place in the National League in 21. This was a good team. Both these teams are rated as A's in the quick results chart. Runners at first and second. Sherdel now pitching to Bigby. Let's see if he can get out the inning. And that is going to be a patient 92. He will get out of the inning. It's a ground ball to second. And he's going to take it himself, tag the bag easily because Mocan doesn't run very well. And the inning is over. Oh, wow. So 3 runs come in for Pittsburgh on 3 hits, an error, and a couple of walks. Unbelievable. 7th inning stretch. Pirates lead it 8-5. Timeout. Screwed up on friggin'. Before we go to the bottom of the 7th, let's do a little bit of 10-minute ticky here. And it's a quick one. We only had a few games played on 427. So we're going to do a quick 10-minute ticker, and let's see how the rest of the league goes today. The Giants take on Brooklyn, and that is going to be a win for the Robins. They win that game 8-7, so a nice win for Brooklyn as they beat the Giants, who won the league in 1921. They played in the World Series that year. Chicago Cubs at Cincinnati, and that is a 7. That's a win for the Reds. They win that game 6-3. And finally, the Boston Braves against the Phillies. The Phillies were god-awful that year. And they will lose here as an 8-2 win by the Braves beats the Phillies. And so far, the quick results chart is actually showing that as the Phillies, with that loss now, are going to drop to a very, let's see where that record is. Let's see here. And the Phillies record, they were god-awful, and they're now 2-9. So, and that's all quick results, as I've not done the Phillies yet this year with the Cardinals. So they're god-awful. They were an awful team in 1921. And that's it for the 10-minute ticker. If your favorite team did well, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Let's see. Now we need a pitcher for the Pirates. Leading off for St. Louis is going to be Cliff Heathcote. Pittsburgh's bullpen actually was pretty good. Let's see who they're going to bring in. They're going to bring in, do you want a lefty? No. Drew Rader was still in the lineup. Let's see here. They're going to bring in, I think they'll bring in, he started 20 games. 427, no. Who you bring in here? They'll bring him in. Coming on to pitch for Pittsburgh will be Elmer Ponder. 2 wins, no losses, 2.19 ERA in 1921. He is a right-hander. Cliff Heathcote will go up against him here in the bottom of the 7th. 8-5 Pirates. Let's see if St. Louis can get some runs back. Pitch on the way to Heathcote. That is going to be an in-play 38, and that is a pop-out to third base, 1 out. One man down, and now the batter will be Milt Stock. And he doubled and grounded out twice. He is 1 for 3. And that is a 6. That's an in-play 55, and it is a ground out to third for out number 2. And now a chance for Hornsby. Hornsby having a good day. He is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and a hit by pitch. See if Hornsby can pad that stats of his a little bit. And that's going to be an in-play 57, and that is not going to do it. Another ground out to third, and that's a 1-2-3 inning on the Cardinals. Nothing across there for St. Louis as they are set down in order by Elmer Ponder. Still 8-5 Pittsburgh. We go to the top of the 8th. Leading off for the Bucs will be Max Carey. And that is a tough 51. And that's going to be a double for Max Carey off of Bill Schertle. That is a double. Tough 51. Wow. As Schertle right now comes in and just looks like he's ineffective so far. As Carey will go to first. Go to second on the double. And that is his first hit of the game. And that's the 4th time he's been on base today. So he is 800 on base percentage for the game. Carry on at second. Here's Rabbit Moranville. He has done well. He has 2 singles today. Reached on an error that he reached on a fielder's choice. Nobody out. Pitch to Moranville. That is going to be a ballpark 30. That's wheelhouse. And it's going to be a wheelhouse 12. And that's going to be a double for Rabbit Moranville. And he goes ahead and does it again. A big double. That will score Carey easily, of course. Moranville will go to second. And the Pirates are now pouring it on the Cardinals, now leading 9-5. And that is I believe that is the second run issued off of Schertle. Yeah, that's the second run issued off of Schertle, so he's not fatigued yet. Moranville on at second, still nobody out. And here's George Cutshaw. Fans here at Sportsman's Park pretty much getting up out of their seats. A 9-5 lead by this Pirates team doing the job. And we're in the top of the 8th. Here's the pitch to Cutshaw. And that's going to be another ballpark 20, and that is also wheelhouse. But a wheelhouse 72 is going to be a fly ball to center field for out number 1. And Moranville will hold at second. Why would you run? You're up by 4 runs. See you later, Al Red Sox fan. Thank you very much for joining me, please, sir. It was an honor as always. Catch you later. Looking forward to seeing more exciting action on your channel. Al Red Sox fan, one of the best channels out there. Yeah, Schertle has a nickname, all right, doesn't he? I'm sure he does. Here's Cotton Tierney. 1 out. Moranville still on at second. Here's the pitch. That is going to be an in-play 62, and that's a fly ball to right for out number 2. Moranville with a run rating of 7. He'll hold at second base. No need to run. He will score on a single. So he'll stay there. And now we'll see Possum Whitted. Whitted is 0 for 2 with 2. What did I just do? Did I just do Tierney or just do Whitted? What did I just do here? I did Cutshaw. No, it's Tierney who's the batter. Cotton Tierney is the batter. I think I just reversed them. So Cotton Tierney actually will bat now. Whitted actually flew out to right. So here's the pitch. Gas can Schertle, right? Yep. Bill Schertle's, that's another ballpark. 93 is going to be an in-play. And in-play 27, that's going to be a single for Cotton Tierney. And that will score Moranville easily from second. So he will score with 2 outs. And the Pirates now lead it 10-5. Oh, boy. Not one of the better games for the Cardinals today. Base hit for Tierney. Second run. And that will be it for Bill Schertle. That is his second. That is the 3rd run he's given up. He will be done as they take him out. The next batter for the Pirates is Charlie Grimm. Let's see who they're going to bring in. They're going to bring in a left-hander. They're going to bring in Bill Bailey to pitch to Grimm. He's a left-hander. 2-5, 4.26 ERA. As he comes in to pitch, and I believe this is his first time I'm having him pitched in this game. He's long relief, so he can go 8, 9, and 10. But here's Charlie Grimm. Tierney on at first. Now 10-5 Pirates. 2 outs. Pitch to Grimm. That is going to be a 9 defense 10. That's not good. That's going to be an error check to first base. And Jack Fournier, I believe, is going to make his second error. And with a 10 on base and a 64, that is definitely an error. It's a 1-base error. So Tierney goes to second, and Grimm is safe at first. Another E3. And the 3rd straight inning with an error for the Cardinals. 2 of them on Jack Fournier, so I know he's not going to get any sleep at night tonight. Runners at first and second now. The batter is Walter Schmidt. Elmer Ponder, the pitcher, is due to bat. Might let him bat with a 5-run lead. There's the pitch to Schmidt. That is going to be another defense, but an 80 should be all right. That's an error check to second base. That's going to Hornsby. His error rating is a 2. He'll have that. An 80, no problem. He'll take it. He'll actually take it to himself to the bag and end the inning. And then he throws the baseball into the ground, knowing that this game has really gotten away from the Cardinals. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error. And at the end of 7.5, it is now a 10-5 Pirates lead. Timeout. Go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Elmer Ponder will pitch for the Pirates. And leading off for the Cardinals is Jack Fournier, who unfortunately gets a few boos from the crowd as he committed a couple of errors today. And one of them was really bad because it really scored a run, but the error last inning didn't really hurt that much as the inning came to an end on the next batter. Here's the pitch from Ponder, and that is going to be an in-play 62, fly ball to left, 1 out. Next batter will be Austin McHenry. Pitch from Ponder. Yeah, how quickly things can go south is right, Salvador. That's going to be an in-play, and that is a rare play. So we go to the rare play chart. And let's see what we get. We get a 5 and a 6. So a 56 rare play off the chart. And it's a hot smash to first base. If fielder has an A or B range, he knocks the ball down and batter is out. It was hit to first, which is grim. It's a C range, so that's not true. Otherwise, ball goes into the corner for a double. Runners advance 2 bases. So that is going to be a double for McHenry, as Grimm is a C-rated first baseman, so he goes. So a nice double. And that is his second double of the game for Austin. And the batter will be Doc Lavin. Lavin hit a triple his last time up, and helped score a run. Elmer Ponder trying to see if he can just keep the Cardinals at bay. And that is going to be a ballpark 50. That's wheelhouse. A wheelhouse 50 for Lavin is going to be a line drive smashed. Line drive smashed right to shortstop, 2 outs. That is a line out to short, 2 down, and McHenry holds it second. Luckily, he did not move. 2 men down. And the batter will be Vern Clemens, the catcher. He's 2 for 3, single and a double. Pitch coming, and that is going to be an in-play 95, fly out to left field, side retire. No runs, but a hit, a double. 8 innings in the books. The Pirates lead the Cardinals 10-5. Timeout. Top of the 9th inning coming up. Pittsburgh up 10-5 on the Cardinals. Bill Bailey will still pitch for St. Louis. Pittsburgh is going to send Elmer Ponder to the plate. Why not? You're up by 5 runs, and you got a very good pitcher up there that can definitely do the job. So Elmer Ponder will bat. So they can save the bench in the top of the 9th inning. So here's the pitch for Ponder. And that's going to be a defense check 09. That's whatever that is. That's going to be a hit or an error. That's an error check to third base. That's at the stock. His error rating is a 1. He can't handle it, and he throws the ball away. So that's going to be a 1-base error for Ponder. So he gets the first. That is the second time today in this game that a pitcher has reached on an error, and that is the 4th error for the Cardinals in this game. And I think they're just ready. I think they just want to go home. That is an E5. 4th error for the Cardinals, and the 4th straight inning with an error. And he's safe at first. Elmer Ponder. Wow, second time in the game a pitcher reaches on an error. Here's Carson Bigby, and Bill Bailey's looking in the dugout and said, please take me out. And they're saying, just pitch. I want to go home. Nobody out. Ponder not a threat to steal at all. Bigby the batter. Pirates want to make an example. Another defense check. That's a 50. That's an error check to the left field. That's man. His error rating is a 3, but he will make that play. And that is going to be a deep fly ball, but it doesn't matter. Elmer Ponder will stay at first for out number 1. Oh boy. When you have one of those days, you just have one of those days. Bigby is out though. Ponder stays at first. The batter now for the Bucs is Max Carey. Pitch from Bailey, and that's going to be a 10 in play 23. That is a single. That's a long single to the gap to center field. Ponder's going to go to second. He will hold there. Carey stops at first. And Carey hits. That is his second base hit of the game. He doubled his last time up. Runners at first and second. And 1 out still. You had Burris from the Cubs smash a solo home run from last night during the Cubs. They can do it. The pitchers can hit. Pitchers can definitely hit. They can. You roll the dice right, a pitcher's going to get a hit. But two errors, but two. I know Burris was a pitcher. But 2 errors to allow 2 pitchers to get on base, that's wacky. That's something you don't see all the time. Here's Rabbit Moranville, runners at first and second. And now the Bucs looking to go ahead and hang some more on the Cardinals. 1 out. Bailey not fatigued. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be an in-play. I'm going to say in-play. That's more leaning to the 30s. I'm going to say in-play 36. And that's going to be a pop-out to short. 1 out. 2 outs, actually. As the runners will hold. And now a chance for George Cutshaw. The one thing I like about this, I play games with here I am playing a game from 1921, and last night I played a game from 1994 at Payoff Pitch. It really feels like I'm playing a game from 1921 compared to, it actually feels like I'm playing a game from 1921 compared to the game I played last night from 1994. It really did. Played that game last night. I actually felt like I was playing a game from 94. The way these cards are, the way Joe Bryant did these cards for 21, it actually feels like you're playing a game from 21. Lots of errors, because fielding really wasn't considered that important back in the day. All right. Lots of errors, pitchers making a few hits. It really feels like you're playing a game from 21. I wonder if it'll still the same way if I ever do a season from 1933, 40, or 48. And who knows what season I'll choose after we're done with 94. George Cutshaw, the batter. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a patient 13. That's a walk. So Bill Bailey just can't get the inning over as he walks Cutshaw. Bases loaded now with 2 outs. And the batter is Possum Whitted. Whitted has had a great night. Is good day today. He is 3 for 5, 3 singles. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 10-5 Pirates. Let's see what deals with Possum Whitted. And can Bill Bailey get out of the inning? Pitch coming. And that is going to be an in-play 55. He will get out of the inning. It's a ground ball to third. He'll take it to himself and tag third base to get the out. And that will end it. And the inning is over. So no runs, 1 hit, a cup, and an error. The Pirates lead it 10-5. Last up's coming up for the Cardinals. Timeout. Bottom of the 9th inning coming up with the Pirates leading 10-5. Elmer Ponder will remain the pitcher. And Bill Bailey is scheduled to bat. He will come out as the Cardinals are done with him. He actually didn't do too badly. Not all his fault. A couple of errors really hurt. So the Cardinals will bring in a pinch hitter to pitch to Ponder. Let's see who they got. And they're going to go with Heine Mueller, who will pinch hit, batted .363 against right-handers in 21. So here's Heine Mueller to pinch hit against Ponder. Bottom of the ninth inning. Some fans are left, but not many. Let's see if the Cardinals can have a little magic. Kind of like the same magic the Twins had last night in their bottom of the ninth inning. Pitch from Ponder. That is going to be a ballpark 98. That is an in-play 40, an in-play 43. Oh, just missed it. Popped up to the second baseman, 1 out. Wow, just missed it. He needed a 42 and a 43 on the board. Ugh, wow, 1 out. Top of the batting order for the Birds. Here's Les Mann. Les Mann 0 for 4. Pitch on the way. That is going to be an in-play 23. That's a single for Mann, so he at least doesn't get completely shut out for the night. That's a single for the day. He'll head over to first. 3 deal steal rating, definitely not running. And now we'll see Cliff Heathcote for the Cardinals. Heathcote singled in the first, and since then he's been kept quiet. He's 1 for 4. The pitch from Ponder, and that's going to be a patient 72, and that is a fly ball to center field. Wow, 2 outs. Got close, but a patient 72, not close enough. 2 men away. Last chance, Milt Stock. Stock doubled his first inning and then been grounded out 3 straight times. He's 1 for 4. Can the Cardinals keep the game alive? That is going to be an in-play 76. Nope. That's going to be a fly ball center field. Max Carey will get under that. He gets under it, puts out his glove, blop, and that will do it for the game. No runs and a hit. But that is all for the Cardinals as the Pirates take both games in Sportsman's Park. They win this game 10-5. I'll give you a final line score here in 1 moment. Just give me a second. The final line score has the Pittsburgh Pirates at 10 runs, 13 hits, and no errors. For the Cardinals, 5 runs, 10 hits, and 4 errors. Very sloppy game by the Cardinals. The Pirates will advance, will get to 500. They go to 6-6. The Cardinals will drop to 6-3. The winning pitcher is Hamilton. He gets the win. Jakie May does take the loss. And there was no save opportunity. And that is it here from Sportsman's Park. The next game scheduled for the Cardinals, according to replay, after he plays his game, the Cardinals actually don't play until April 29, 1921. They host the Cincinnati Reds in the next game. That will be game number 10. I'll do that game, of course, after Anthony at Beach Bums Gaming does his game 10 for the Yankees. Steeler fan 1933, Salvador America. Of course, I also want to thank our Red Sox fan who's no longer with us as he left us. I thank you very much from watching here from Sportsman's Park. Please leave a like on your way through the turnstiles. Final score here, Pittsburgh Pirates beat the Cardinals 10-5. We'll see you tonight, though, for the 1994 restart as well. Until then, have a good day, everybody. Catch you later.